Phnom Penh is a city with big ideas. The Cambodian capital is being shaped as an assertive, bold centrepiece of national growth and modernisation. And for that, Phnom Penh needs elbow room, and plenty of it. This is development Cambodian style. Stand in the way and you're likely to get bashed, crushed or even jailed. The Bongkak Lake site is a 10-minute drive from the city centre and one of thousands of neighbourhoods around the country taken by authorities for development. In recent years, almost 500,000 residents have been forcibly evicted nationally. In the thick of this melee, Tep Vanny, who's lived here for 20 years.
Hay năng ở Prapel xa từ lớn từ trái đào lục côn. Cứ nè được chỉ nè châu không cục mình mày bục nhom mày. Đi cứ chỉ rầm này nhom cất không chặt á. Cha bà ta ở vậy để nhom nhấp ao nó cứ ra. Ba chỉ khôn cái nhom là không cục từ mình. Cứ tha sẵn công.
The elderly woman being bundled into a police van is grandmother Nan Kun.
Một cái chạp nhom từ cái mặt đó cái chặt kia nhom tàu cái ô nhom bay bốn nặng năng cái chặt nhom ô nhom tàu cái chặt tàu cái ô nhom tàu nhom cái mình phom tàu đó cái chặt nhom sai cái sai và ly bốn phải ăn nặng chân cái chặt nhom sai trường phong đầy phong cái chặt vô tàu mòn ra còn lúc tay năng đằng o bật lúc chết là mòn đôi chuyện đôi nhom năng chuyện nặng tôi có bật chuyện nuôi dân chặt nhom giờ đặt năng là năng ra.
Two women from a brave band of 13 who've come to symbolise the struggle against rampant land seizures and evictions by a government favouring developers and cronies. A company owned by a ruling party senator is planning an $80 million development of Bongkak Lake. The BK13 refused to go. The BK13 have been to hell and back in a battle to save their homes. Much of their neighbourhood may have been razed, the lake filled in, but there's still plenty of fight. Vanny's home now doubles as campaign headquarters.
Mình sẽ đây sốc mình phèm con phèm con bắt bóng nào cột thị tràn này cột
nhắm lươn những cái
là cột chạm trên tới chiếc mấy con của xa đây không chân đầy cam hay kha như thế này thì nhắm như này như thế này chân tới thời cột bà trên không chạm chỉ vượt chân phụ cái nhom này nó sai sol bờ bờ rồi cái sự của xa ní phụ cái nhom canh ở đây mình chạm chân nhé.
Nan Kun, forced eviction brings back painful memories of Cambodia's darkest days. She's been forced from home before when the Khmer Rouge controlled the country. She was sent to work on the land.
Tí pi này cầm ở thêm đôi chia thành đòn phò to từ tiền nhom đầm bay to và sân nằm nâu tham đầm bay ở bàn tè bàn đầy ở cồn nhom ở bàn chỉ vứt nhom slap nhom ọt đá vậy từ nhom.
The current drama over land ownership has its origins in that period of Pol Pot's rule. His Khmer Rouge killed millions of Cambodians, and in pursuit of their Year Zero doctrine, they also eradicated the notion of private property. Land title was extinguished. It's been a test of Cambodia's leadership since, to restore a viable system of ownership.
Send us the number of the guy that we've got to contact so that my paralegals can go out and do the checks.
Australian Matt Rendell has been drawn into a fierce national feud. He knows Cambodia's new land laws intimately. He helped draft them.
I'm in the legal game. I mean, we're at the top of that profession here. We help draft laws. We mix with the very highest level of government. The advice we gave, the concerns we expressed, on the whole were dealt with, I think, in the law. We were satisfied with the law when it came out, and we're still satisfied with the law. It's the implementation of the law, that people have concerns with.
Under the new law, people who can prove they'd occupied land for at least 5 years before the law was passed have ownership rights. But proving that is difficult. And without documents, people occupying valuable land have little power against wealthy and well-connected developers.
You could get a situation where somebody's land's become valuable and somebody decides they want it and sort of ignore the fact that there are people on that land. And they try to use the fact that we don't have proper paperwork or use these situations to their advantage. Whether you do or don't win a court case, I think it's fairly well known in Cambodia that oftentimes will depend upon, issues other than law, whether it's political influence or whether it's money. Again, judges are not paid that well, so, money talks. So if you're a wealthy business person, you've got that advantage. The people being kicked off the land don't have the financial wherewithal to be able to make these payments. And I think it's no secret that, in these countries, and this one included, the courts will respond to payments of money.
In 2006, when the spate of evictions was just beginning in Cambodia, foreign correspondent visited people who were being forced from their homes in Phnom Penh to a site about 25 kilometres from the city centre. With just a few $100s in compensation, they were sent to an open field to fend for themselves. We don't know his name or his fate, but 6 years later we set out to find the man yelling in the rain, appalled by his treatment. We start our search at the place we last saw him. The resettlement site has become Andong Village, made up mostly of a motley collection of corrugated iron shacks.
So where do we go? Up this way?
Just go to the market and walk to the left.
Okay.
To the east, yeah.
Okay.
Hello. He's now 64, and we find him squatting in the doorway of his mega house.
Is he there? Sir Sadai. Sak Sabai. Is this you?
Yeah, it's my pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my pictures on the first time that I arrived from Phnom Penh.
His name is Chan Ming, and he remembers his eviction like it was yesterday. In the years since, not much has improved for him. He still doesn't have running water or power, and despite assurances, he hasn't been given land of his own by the government. He has temporary shelter, but he could be moved on at any time. His house belongs to a Christian charity, but it's a stretch to call it a home. It's seriously dilapidated and certainly not weatherproof. Even worse, it's a putrid health trap. Stagnant water crawling with larvae like something from a horror film.
You're very strong.
You're tough.
But no support, no converter.
Chan Meng's shack is part of a resettlement site that's now one of the country's biggest slums, home to about 2,000 families. Many of them live on top of what's effectively an open sewer. All of the women who live on this row are widows or single mothers. Nguyen Tom tells me that life has been a struggle since she was moved here 6 years ago. She has 5 children now, and believe it or not, they're all about to be evicted again. This row of houses is to be demolished for a new road and sewer. Certainly better for those who stay, but diabolical for those moving on. It's unclear if the families uprooted again will get compensation or where they'll be relocated to. There's another cruel twist to this story. When Foreign Correspondent was here in 2006, we filmed Nguyen Tom and Chan Meng's old homes at the site next to the proposed new Australian embassy. The embassy is now complete, but it appears the people next door were moved merely for the sake of land speculation. This is the place where the residents of Andong lived before they were forcibly evicted. But the urgency to remove and relocate the residents now seems misplaced. Where their houses once stood, 6 years later, remains vacant land and prime real estate.
Since 2003, we can see that the land conflict is worse than before. Why? Because the government now give to private company the economic land concession. And this land is given to the private company for a lease of sometimes 90 years. So it's like given to the company. And what happened to the people that live in that place? They were simply evicted violently most of the time, without or with very few compensation.
Madam Kek has long been a champion for Cambodia's poorest people. She shows me a map marking land concessions granted in Cambodia over the last few years. 99-year government leases for mining and agriculture now cover 2.1 million hectares, about 2/3 of the country's fertile land. In the last year, investment in construction in Cambodia has also risen by a record 80% to around $1.8 billion. Development is needed, but it's the poorest communities that are paying the price for progress.
How would you describe the way that the government and the authorities, the security forces, treat people when they're evicting them and relocating them? We found that unacceptable. You know, they come, they use the force to evict them. They didn't commit a crime. They are ordinary people.
Some evictees are lured from their homes with the promise of another, perhaps even better than the old one. But rampant corruption within layers of officialdom means those promises are often not kept.
Ngày 3 មករាដូចជាកូនខ្ញុំដូចជាកូនអ្នកស្រុកខ្ញុំតែដែលឃើញគេឈូសកំតិចគាត់អត់មានអារម្មណ៍អត់មានការអត់មានអារម្មណ៍ថាទៅរៀនទៅសូត្រទេព្រោះគាត់បាត់បង់ផ្ទះហើយដូចជាខ្ញុំពេលនោះខ្ញុំសឹងថាស្លាប់ជាមួយនឹងផ្ទះក៏មិនតែខ្ញុំនឹកឃើញថាអត់មានអ្នកចិញ្ចឹមកូន
Jakim Horn and other families who've lived here at Borrekila, another urban settlement, were supposed to move into apartments in these buildings for low-income people. But bribes sealed the properties for others. Now they're living in the rubble of their old houses, rubbish raining on them, thrown from the apartments above. អ្វីដែលពួកខ្ញុំឈឺចាប់គឺឈឺចាប់ខ្លាំងណាស់ការដំណោះស្រាយអត់មានតែការជិះជាន់មានតែការបំផ្លាញមានតែការបន្លឺថាពួកខ្ញុំនេះជាអ្នកបំលើជាអ្នកបន្លំអ្វីដែលពួកខ្ញុំជាក់ស្ដែងគឺខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យគាត់ចុះមកមើលពួកខ្ញុំផ្ទាល់ពួកខ្ញុំវេទនាខ្លាំងណាស់ខ្ញុំពិបាកខ្ញុំរស់នៅរាល់ថ្ងៃនេះគឺយ៉ាប់ណាស់ជីវភាពពួកខ្ញុំដណ្ដើមទៅ Attempts by Cambodia's media to highlight the plight of its citizens have met with intimidation and violence.
We noticed that in the past, some journalists that criticized the government, they were assassinated. So from 1994 until 2008, the last one was killed in 2008. They were killed in the daytime, like mafia style, and no perpetrator was brought to justice. And now we can see that the government changed the strategy. Instead of killing people, they use the court to arrest them, accuse groundless accusation, and put them in jail.
The case of radio announcer Momsenando is a standout example of the government's intolerance of dissent. He was accused of using his broadcasts to mobilise a group of rural villagers to try to secede and form their own state. The farmers had been opposing a land development nearby. When government forces stormed the village and forcibly evicted them, a 14-year-old girl was shot dead in a melee. Momsenando has never even visited the area, but he was convicted of inciting a rebellion and jailed for 20 years.
គាត់តស៊ូច្បាស់យុត្តិធម៌គាត់តស៊ូចង់បានសេរីភាពក្នុងការបញ្ចេញមតិហើយនឹងគាត់ចង់ពង្រឹងលទ្ធិប្រជាធិបតេយ្យនៅស្រុកខ្មែរ
Momsenando's Beehive radio station is now run by his wife Din Panara, who continues to protest her husband's innocence. At 71, he may die in jail.
ចាប្រជាពលរដ្ឋដូចថាស្រឡាញ់គាត់មានប្រជាប្រិយភាពជាមួយប្រជាពលរដ្ឋណាចាដោយសារគាត់របស់យើងខ្ញុំជួយសង្គ្រោះចាជួយសង្គ្រោះជួយណែនាំពន្យល់ច្បាប់ទម្លាប់ជួយអញ្ចឹងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋស្រឡាញ់គាត់ទុកចិត្តគាត់ខ្លាំងអានឹងកត្តានឹងឲ្យអាចបណ្ដាលឲ្យរដ្ឋាភិបាលបារម្ភ
Q Canarit was jailed in the 90s on suspicion of dissident activities. Now the former newspaper editor is Cambodia's information minister, and he makes no apology for the jailing of Momsenando.
What is the underlying threat in that?
The underlying because the law says illegal secession is a crime punished by law.
But what do you fear that will lead to?
No, because you know that illegal secession is not the problem of a small secession, but this will create a snowball, okay? Because at that time we have a lot of problem of land.
The minister acknowledges his government has to address the concerns of evictees as an election looms next year.
Do you see this as an election issue?
Yeah, sure.
So how do you propose to address it?
That's why we distribute the land to the people. We organize their living condition, okay, and we improve the infrastructure for them to live in a new place.
Matt Rendell, the Australian instrumental in the new land laws, should have a keen sense of the vexed relationship between Cambodia's authorities and its people.
Oh, we had break.
We're having a break now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
His wife Sapor fled a brutal civil war and wound up in an Australian detention centre seeking asylum. It's where she met a young advocate who fought a 4-year case and won.
The Cambodians say a man without a wife is like a fish without a tail.
The pair fell in love and are now making their life back in what should be a very different Cambodia to the one she fled.
If I had to, right?
You should never have forced eviction. I think everybody agrees with that. In all those circumstances where there's an argument that those people have a right to the land, be it right or wrong, you know, that's got to be assessed first before you come and you physically remove those people. I think every sort of right-minded person would think that way anyway, because that's not allowed under the law.
The BK-13 have become an inspiration for Cambodia's dispossessed, but they've been sorely tested by a long ordeal. After their arrest earlier this year and a trial lasting just a few hours, Vanny Nankun and the other Bongkaklak women were sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. When they were sent to jail, children campaigned for the release of their mothers, along with other members of the community.
Children outside, they demonstrate, they have a lot of imagination, you know. They put us ahead, the photo of the mother, they cry, they touch the heart of a lot of people, and we hope that the heart of our leader will be touched like ours.
The women were released after more than a month in jail, partly due to the intervention of the United States, and as Cambodia prepared to host the ASEAN summit. But while the government has allocated around 12 hectares of land, it refuses to release details, and they're still battling intimidation and risking rearrest.
ចានៅឃើញពីរួមឲ្យតែខ្ញុំឈានជើងចេញទៅខ្ញុំតែងតែមានអារម្មណ៍ថាខ្ញុំមិនដឹងថាមានវាសនាត្រឡប់ប្រទេសវិញដែរអត់ទេព្រោះនៅពេលដែលពួកខ្ញុំចេញទៅវាមិនខុសពីទាហានដែលទៅបាំងនៅសមរភូមិទេចាពួកខ្ញុំដឹងថាពេលកន្លងមកដែលពួកខ្ញុំទៅតែងតែគេវាយគេចាប់ណាហើយខ្ញុំដឹងថាការដែលគេប្រើប្រាស់សារលើយើងនឹងវានឹងអាចឈានទៅដល់បាត់បង់ជីវិតឬមួយក៏អត់ទេ
Surrounded by world leaders, ASEAN summit host and Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen has been in power for more than 10,000 days. Human rights groups accuse Hun Sen and his cronies of a massive land grab engineered through violence, fear and corruption. Protesters who tried to draw attention to the eviction issue before the summit were arrested. Phnom Penh may have grand designs on a future as a vibrant Asian capital. But one real measure of Cambodia's place in the region and the world will be how it accommodates its poor who have no power.